Hey, my name is Jobby, and we're looking at the Magic Square MS-02 Light of Peace. And I've been looking forward to this figure for quite a while. And for good reason, seeing as this is the best masterpiece-style G1 Optimus Prime. You don't understand? They're completely different. But if you don't want your meals to be the same, consider HelloFresh the sponsor of this video. From holiday hosting to dinners during busy weeknights, you can count on HelloFresh to deliver fresh ingredients and seasonal recipes straight to your door. But you gotta cook it yourself. It's a good thing that every HelloFresh recipe, and there are many recipes to choose from, includes easy-to-follow step-by-step instructions. Today we'll be making some banh mi-style beef tacos, a Mexican classic with an Asian twist. And you get all the ingredients you need in the correct proportions. So after you're done cooking, you won't be left with any extra ingredients that you'll feel obligated to use. You get just the right amount. Unless you want leftovers, it's super easy to adjust your plan and increase your order size. Every HelloFresh recipe features produce that goes straight from the farm directly to you in under a week, which means everything is gonna be super fresh and a snap to make. Their quick and easy options, like the 20-minute meals and the easy cleanup dishes, are big in flavor and easy on effort. Having all the ingredients perfectly portioned and planned out for you means you won't have to waste time going to the grocery store. And Lord knows every store is stupid right now. Merry Christmas. And if you're trying to eat better amidst the holiday temptations, HelloFresh meals have 20% fewer calories than takeout, so you can have all the flavor without the guilt, if you felt guilty in the first place. Should have ordered a bigger portion size. That shit was good. So go to HelloFresh.com and use code JOBBY18 for 18 free meals plus free shipping. That's right, 18 free meals plus free shipping if you use code JOBBY18 at HelloFresh.com. The box art here is really well done. If it wasn't called Light of Peace, you would have no idea that this is a third-party transformer, which is why there's no Autobot logo here. And this is just a white outline sticker letting the red of Optimus color it in. And to get it as close as possible to MP44. And this was a sticker from Toy Hacks, not sponsored, and not sponsored by Magic Square, unfortunately. I don't regret my purchase at all, because the painting and the sculpting on this figure is amazing. Let me emphasize that this is the best masterpiece style G1 Optimus Prime. He looks absolutely fantastic from all angles. And I do mean all angles. That shit matters today. A beautiful backpack that's actually cartoon accurate, more so than the Transform Element OP leader and the MP44. $500. Proportionally, the Light of Peace is virtually identical to the MP44 with a reduced back and a reduced price. Got it! Also, I transformed MP44 just for this review, and it was as much of a mess as it was back then.
Be grateful.
As for Light of Peace's accessories, there is not too much at all, unfortunately. Just kidding. I don't care. These waist panels can pop off as if you can replace them with the battle damage from the movie, which seems to indicate that there will be a separately sold accessory pack. Very nice. The Ion Blaster is well sculpted, and with the help of this tiny peg, fits snugly into his hand. Wrap the fingers around, and this might be the best script that Optimus Prime has had. But by a little bit, Optimus Prime will continue to be haunted by the bitch grip. Looks cool, as usual. And we have this clear plastic Energon axe. The ball portion splits in half, and that fits right into his fist. Now you can just close it up, but not all the way, apparently. I would not recommend forcing the issue. Don't want to risk any breakage. Even though there's clearly a gap there where the axe can slide into, but I promise you, it won't budge. Hey, never mind. Hopefully not every copy of the figure is like this, but every copy should come with this high-quality card. Stats on the back. A lot of Transformers figures, both third-party and official, come with a card. So I wonder if there's someone out there with a whole binder of these. Psychotic. Anyway, let's tear open his chest to get a good look at that ribcage. This is a beautiful matrix chamber. I wasn't expecting the bits of painted color, makes it a lot more appealing. And the matrix of leadership itself is a bit of a bitch to remove. Come on. It looks great, but I'm pretty sure that it's the wrong color. But apparently it is Beast Wars accurate, so that's fine, I guess. MP44 takes the win for this one. Also, missed opportunity for a die-cast metal matrix. In fact, the figure does not contain any die-cast metal at all, which is not normal for a masterpiece-style figure. All of the chrome parts that you see here are just painted to look that way. And while we're at the smokestacks, I'm glad to say that my copy did not arrive with them broken. Apparently, I got lucky. Condolences to people who weren't. I do miss the sense of weight that die-cast metal gives you, but I'm not as disappointed as I thought I was gonna be. It doesn't quite feel like a masterpiece figure and is on the lighter side, but it doesn't feel cheap. Regardless of my cope, it would be cool if Magic Square came out with a metal version of this figure. I'm no stranger to buying the same thing multiple times. While this does feel significantly different, the thing that ultimately matters is that it's solid. The majority of the figure is unpainted plastic too, only having the chrome parts and some small detail being painted, which means you don't have to worry about paint chipping as you pose the figure. Ball joint at the head, and every ball joint can be a swivel. Here's a better look at that joint, which allows the figure to look up really far and look down that far. The antennas can rotate, a full rotation at the arm. There's a hinge joint here, allowing the arm to move out, and a ratchet joint here, allowing the shoulder to move up. But on my copy, the right shoulder ratchet seems to have lost its click. I mean, it still holds its position well enough, but yeah, that's fucking lame. The whole shoulder assembly can extend, allowing a crazy butterfly joint. Just to give you an idea of the extent of the shoulders, mamma mia. A pretty tight bicep swivel, double bend at the elbow, elbow swivel, wrist swivel, hinge joint, ball joint at the thumb, which can rotate of course, hinge joint at the thumb, ball joint at the base of each finger, which pretty much acts like a hinge joint, and a hinge joint at all of his fingers. Waist swivel, you can easily get a full 360, and the entire upper half of the body can extend, which is obviously more for the transformation, but who says you can't count it as a piece of posability? God damn. Brilliant engineering. Of course you can make it look more natural. Holds its position too. Nice. Side skirts and butt skirts move out. Rotation at the leg. As you can see, the front of the nappy recedes as you bend the leg. Can't move back that far. Beautiful spread is the right of all sentient beings. Thigh swivel, double bend at the knee, the toe and heel could bend down, which gives you a better grip to work the up and down movement of the ankle. And you can see that the ankle is on a ball joint, which allows for an insane pivot. You got a hinge joint there to make it even crazier. But the ankle ball joint is a little too loose for my taste, but it doesn't affect how he stands up at all. Really comes down to personal taste. I could always tighten it up myself with the white stuff of my choice. So I hope it's clear that the posability on this figure is fantastic. One of the strongest, if not the strongest aspect of the figure. Takes a posing like no problem. That's a great toy right there. That's a transformer. And as far as I know, this figure is a scaled up version of a previously released Legends class figure, also by Magic Square, but I don't collect Legends class figures. Fuck off with that small shit. I prefer my giant robots to be, well, giant. Size comparison time. Here's Figma-matic Economy, Haya Toys Godzilla, Transform Element OP Leader, which will be out of a job after this review. My previous review, the Degenerator Industry Metal Slug, MP36 Megatron.
But Jobby, that's obviously the knockoff, the infinite transformation.
And you have infinite autism. Fuck off. They look great together, don't they? And of course, here's Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime. This is a really fun figure already, and we haven't even transformed it. So let's bring out these instructions, which I have 2 of. Some unlucky bastard is missing one of these. Every G1 Optimus Prime figure has this in common. The arms always have to go in like this. And here we have the Gerwalk mode. You guys are comedic geniuses. The smokestack is loose. They're supposed to extend, but it keeps going down. Honestly, who cares? The transformation was magic, for lack of a better word. I was fully expecting this to be super complex like the other Optimus Prime figures that I've taken a look at. The engineering to achieve a cartoon-accurate Optimus Prime in both modes never had to be a massacre. This figure even managed to get rid of the stripes. So obviously, I think the truck mode is great. Even the back is super clean. Nothing like a real truck, but you can't deny the smoothness. However, I wish the feet would have connected. It's not the worst Optimus Prime tail lights I've seen. At least it doesn't look like an obvious pair of feet, but those ankle ball joints are still active. At least have them lock into place. I've already talked about how annoying this kind of thing could be. Check out that video. But the front, pretty much flawless. Despite the relatively simple engineering, Magic Square managed to include opening doors, and that's without the robot mode having a ridiculous backpack or feet kibble Takara. But there's no real interior or a minifigure. 0 out of 10. Where's the minifigure, the roller, the anti-aircraft gun? On the topic of weapons, I wish there was some kind of weapon storage here. Closest you get is something like this, and no. Could have had the blaster fold up, similar to MP44's blaster, and store it in this big gap underneath. But I suppose you could always fit the weapons in your ass. In this trailer, not included, for anyone with a random MP10 trailer lying around, or if you're one of the unlucky bastards who bought MP44, you get a pair of trailer adapters. Guess I'm using this one. That plugs right into the back of the truck, and just look at how big and useless this thing is. I'm gonna hook it on. Ah, shit, that looks great. The trailer's connection to the adapter is pretty solid and does a great job rolling together. Really nice touch that the Light of Peace tires look nearly identical to the trailer's tires. These tires are rubber, by the way, very cool. And the truck overall is super solid. Except the feet. I've officially run out of new things to say about Optimus Prime's truck mode. About 5 years ago. Size comparison time. Here's Monica, Godzilla Prime, Megatron, and Optimus Prime, and Optimus Prime. I would highly recommend this Optimus Prime. If you only had to get one Masterpiece style G1 Optimus, make it this one. Hell, even if you have an unhealthy obsession, get it anyway. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss my next Optimus Prime review. It's inevitable. This figure shines brightly like a light in my life, a light of joy, a light of peace. And happiness feel like fantasy.
Let them come.
It's only natural we go from Optimus Prime to Megatron. This transformation's gonna be a bitch to film.
There's only 2 genders.